Vatkar Sahab, Farad Sahab, all the dignitaries on the days and off the days. Today, we are here for this convocation ceremony of in MIT's ADT of MIT University. Just now, taking the cue from what Farad Sahab was speaking, that the education should be liberal. Yes, the education must be liberal. If anything is rigid, it cannot be education. Rigidity destroys the progress. It destroys the advancement. And then we can only create huge number of graduates, postgraduates, degree holders. Particularly in a country like ours, where the youth power is maximum, it's not proper to create such graduates, such degree holders who are not going to have any entrepreneurial skills, any industrial skills, and even after getting the degrees, after long years of education, if they are not going to get any job, if they are jobless, then this youth power is nothing but ticking time bombs. They will become the terrorists, Naxalites, secessionists. They will become the extremists, because we all know khali dimag shaitan ka ghar. So the pledge of imparting liberal education is indeed praiseworthy. So Vivekananda has once said so, that being educated does not only mean knowing different scriptures or mugging up different books, but if we are really educated, then we should essentially know how to go in life, how to control our senses. And this is very, very important. We have a long way to go. We have taken a step forward in liberal education, but we need to go a long way. In words of Robert Frost, the woods are lovely, dark and deep, And I have promises to keep and miles to go before I sleep and miles to go before I sleep. Our first Prime Minister, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, once said so that in this independent and modern India, the new places of worship would be the multi-purpose projects, industries, and entrepreneurial activities. And the new priests should be the doctors, the engineers, the industrialists, and so on and so forth. In 1947, at the stroke of midnight hours, when the world was sleeping and our country was awake, as a free nation, when we were celebrating, we only secured independence geographically and politically. Independence in real means is sociological, is economical, is self-reliance, and that we are still to achieve. And indeed, the step of liberal education is an endeavor towards becoming self-reliant. In discovery of India, our first Prime Minister, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, quoted an incident wherein he mentioned why he named his book, which he has written in Ahmednagar Fort, The Discovery of India, why he titled that. So, he described that wherever he used to go, wherever the freedom fighters used to go, people were raising slogans, Bharat Mata ki Jai, Hindustan Jindabad, Bharat Amar Rahe. Then once he questioned the crowd that who is Bharat Mata? Who is Hindustan? Whose victory you won? Whose long life you won? And then one Jat Sikh youth stood up and replied that Bharat Mata is the patch of land where he tills his earth, grow his crops, and harvest them, and make his two ends meet, make his livelihood. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru smiled and said, no, you have not discovered your Bharat Mata. Then another youth stood up and he said that Bharat Mata is the rivers, mountains, plateaus, oceans, broadfields, all that is there is Bharat Mata. He again smiled and said, you are also incorrect. Bharat Mata is not that geographical expression. Then someone from the crowd questioned him that what is Bharat Mata then? Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru replied that Bharat Mata is not a patch of land, not the rivers, mountains, plateaus, broadfields, oceans, but Bharat Mata is essentially those millions of people who lives in this country through centuries. And if, and this knowledge itself is a great discovery, that the people of India are in unison makes Bharat Mata Hindustan. And therefore, we shall take a place to make every Indian citizen self-reliant. Make every Indian citizen owing respect in the eyes of the world. Otherwise, what was Bharat Mata in the eyes of the world? How does she fit into the modern world? What we people do is reflected throughout the world, that what is Bharat Mata, what is Hindustan. So this is very, very important to understand, that we all are Bharat Matas. We all are together making Bharat Mata Hindustan. And if we respect one another, if we support one another, and that is what is one of the important fundamental duties, that we should support one another to reach in individual and in common goals at the zenith, at the top. I think the liberal education, instilling and imbibing of the liberal education, will certainly make our people more empowered economically, socially, and it will reflect very positively on us when the world sees us. As a matter of fact, as no one has reminded me, I was in another meeting in Dighi when I got the call that I had to come here, and it slipped up my mind that what exactly is the program is. So I'm so sorry, I am not prepared for that. uh, and this is, of course, my office fault that they have not reminded me in time. So you all are the people who are going to get the degrees in this convocation ceremony, are going out in the world, in India, in the society, for doing something constructive, something positive, something which help our people improve their life journey. The trailblazer is not a person who only leads from the front and who shouts the same slogans what others are shouting. The trailblazer and the leader is not the one whose path is full of shining lamps of glory, but the real trailblazer is a person who burns like a torch till the last and shows others also the path. Not only that, it takes along the people with compassion, with love, with humanity. if he takes along others, he or she, then only he is really educated. And I know you all have been taught in a beautiful environment where all sort of good cultures, good behaviors, along with the academic education is being imparted to you. This hall itself reflects the vision of the founders of this institution. And hence, you all must be taking cue from all the great saints of the world. मुझे ये हमेशा लगता है कि संतों ने जो कहा है वो उतना ही वैज्ञानिक है जितना विज्ञान वैज्ञानिक है. The sages has always searched for the ultimate truth, and science also does the same. We try to reach at the conclusion, and which is truth. So, we need to have a harmonious religion. As a matter of fact, religion cannot be without harmony. Religion in our tradition is not a belief system, but it is a duty, and no duty can be in conflict with other duty. And that's why in Rig Veda it has been rightly mentioned that dharmo yo badhate dharma na sadharma kudharma tat avirodhi yo tu dharmo sadharma muni satam. धर्म जो दूसरे धर्म को बाधित करता है वो धर्म नहीं कुधर्म है. जो धर्म अविरोधी है वही सच्चा धर्म है. यहां धर्म कोई बिलीफ सिस्टम नहीं है. यहां धर्म आपका कर्तव्य है. और इन संतों की वाणी में यही बात कही गई है. If you are pursuing your duties fully well, then you are going to attain the ultimate truth that is also called God. Sachidanand Vigraha is God. Satchit Chit ka Anand is itself is God. And how you can attain it? How you can be in unison with the God? Gita mentions that yoga karmasu kauslam. ईश्वर से मिलन. योग का मतलब, again people get confused only with अष्टांगिक योग, राज योग या हठ योग, यम नियम आसन प्राणायाम प्रत्याहार धारणा ध्यान और समाधि. But yoga does not mean only that. Yoga means the samadhi, the ultimate. When the person attains the ultimate truth, the God. He is in unison with the God. And you can be in unison only when you are performing your duties fully well, with fullest skills. And that's why whatever skills you have learned over here, you should utilize it while entering into the Grihasthashram. We start with Brahmacharya, then grihast. Then there is no banprasth or no sannyas nowadays. So you have the longest period is grihasthas. And hence, you should know that you have sannyas. After sannyas, there is no duty. After banprasth, there is no duty. But you have the duties throughout your life nowadays, in modern days, modern times. I wish you all the success and make our country a better place to live. Of course, many of you will go abroad. I know. I must narrate one incident and then I will finish my long speech, what I am delivering right now. That when I was in the standard 9th, my cousin brother came from US who was working in IBM. My eldest uncle's son, he and his wife both were working in the IBM. And I didn't go to meet them because they have not taught their children the local, our culture. Even my bhabhi's culture was Malayali, but even that was not taught to them. So I didn't go to meet them. They came to our house and then they called me and he questioned me that why I had not gone to meet him. And still, when he came to our house, why I am not meeting him? I told him, you have not taught the culture of our country to your children. So he said, the nannies actually to look after these people and they were having only time with the nannies. We both were working. So we could not teach them any of Indian culture. But somehow he got impressed with me and he said, I will sponsor you. At that point of time, you need to be sponsored to go to US. He sent me a lot of books of GMAT and GRE. I read all of them. With a note, he has sent it that God help those who help themselves. So I wrote him that, of course, I gone through your books, but I will help myself and my country's people will help my country. Why I wrote so? When I was there for the dinner, another cousin brother who was doctor in UK was telling that why one should go to US. Because US में वहाँ की प्रत्येक सड़क जो है वो आपके किसी भी सड़क से बेहतरीन है. वहाँ की प्रत्येक जो बाग है वो आपके शालीमार और निशात बाग से बेहतर है. मैंने उनसे कहा था कि US is a country made by migrants. अगर माइग्रेंट्स इतना खूबसूरत बना सकते हैं किसी देश को, तो हम भारतीय अपने देश को खूबसूरत क्यों नहीं बना सकते? तो अब जाइए बाहर. आई एम नॉट सेइंग कि यू शुड नॉट गो, बट यू शुड keep this in the back of the mind that we should make our country a better place to live, and we can make it better because we have already progressed a lot. I'm talking about the 90s, I'm talking about the 90s, 1990s की बात कर रहा हूं मैं, और आज 2021 है। आज हमारे देश ने काफी प्रोग्रेस किया है, काफी तरक्की करी है, लेकिन अभी भी बहुत कुछ करना बाकी है। अभी भी कई मुकाम हासिल करना बाकी है, और इसीलिए मैं ये कहना चाहूंगा कि हमें अभी बहुत कुछ करना है। हिंदुस्तान, नीरज की पंक्तियों में कहें तो अकेला चला था अकेला चलेगा, सहज मिल सके वो नहीं लक्ष्य मेरा, बहुत दूर मेरी निशा का सवेरा, अगर थक गए हो तो तुम लौट जाओ, गगन के सितारों न दो साथ मेरा। पर तुम सितारे जो आज ग्रेजुएट होकर यहां से निकल रहे हो, जरूर साथ दोगे। जय हिंद,